Good morning, everyone. So this is one of my Samatsa orange trees. It's a really cool tree. I don't remember exactly what kind it is. I'll have to look it up. But the really cool thing is I got this from a box store and I didn't know how well it would do, but I really wanted one, and I've had a hard time finding them online. We have a lot of restrictions as far as citrus here in Texas because there have been a lot of pretty devastating diseases among the citrus plants. But I was able to find this, and the really cool thing is that it's doing really well, and I haven't had to do a whole lot. This is the same plant that I showed that had the orange dog caterpillar kind of munching away all the leaves, and then I saw all of these leaves reforming, and I thought, wow, just leaving that caterpillar alone, even though it's quite the predator, letting it kind of cut back a lot of the leaves made it bush out. And then I noticed that these were forming blossoms, and I'm not going to let this tree produce any kind of fruit this year because I want it to really establish its root system, get a healthy root system, grow into a nice strong tree, because even though these branches look thick, they're really flimsy still. And so once these open, I'm going to go ahead and pull them off. I like using blossoms in orange tea. I also like using the peel of any citrus in teas, or to cook down in sugar syrup and dehydrate to make candy. So none of this is going to waste. I'm just waiting for them to open, and then I'm going to bring them inside and use them in cooking. But I'm not going to let it produce anything this year. I think the biggest focus when you first start, it's so hard to leave those little flowers alone and let your tree fully develop. But I think that development is really important to plants to become strong and healthy. In fact, I found myself more and more picking off the fruits of young plants, making sure that they're properly pruned and cared for, and then worrying about food production last. I have an apple tree in my yard that has gone without producing fruit in 5 years, and it's not because it doesn't produce apple spurs. It does. I just pull all of the spurs off so it'll focus on growth, and it's actually as wide as my hand is around at the trunk, and it was pretty thin. It was probably about ½ an inch in diameter whenever I got it. So this is no difference. Look at all of this amazing leaf growth. It's really growing. The only issue I have here, there are a lot of ants growing, so it makes it pretty hard to weed around it. So I'm gonna have to just mulch it in. That's what I did to my other citrus plants. And the mulch really helped suppress all of the weeds and any issue that I was having, but it also provides nutrients for the plants, and that just makes it so much easier. So look at it. I did, however, have a little pest here earlier. I just smushed it. It was probably another caterpillar. Too many of them would definitely be devastating for such a small tree, so I'm not going to let any more develop. The last time I did all of that, let the caterpillar kind of munch away, those turn into the giant swallowtail butterflies, and then poop, it just disappeared. I didn't even get to see it turn, so I was super disappointed. Sacrificing my poor orange tree for nothing. Isn't that cool though?